Can someone please explain to me why these two spur routes exist? Because that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Normally, when a US highway splits into like in a north and south or east and west route, it's still only supposed to have those two routes, but US 70 is an oddball and treats these split routes more like spur routes more than like actual mainline routes. So I'm going to be taking a look to see why these exist and which one should be kept and which one should be turned into like a state highway or something. So let us get started with these two spur routes of 70. But first, you're watching the TheDerpHog, where I make highways content on all sorts of different topics. If you've been enjoying it, be sure to hit that like button. And if you've been really enjoying it, be sure to smash that subscribe button so you're notified on all future videos. And if you really want to help out the channel, become a member today, where you get custom cool emojis, early access to future videos, along with one free extra request per month. And if you don't want to become a member, you can always just pay $3 for a intersection request in future videos. Those highways will be listed down in the description below, and I'll make sure to shout you out when that video releases. So let's get on with the highway. First up on the list is US Highway 70N, as it's the shorter of the two, and it's also the less dominant highway of the two. So as you can see here, this is the map of US Highway 70N, as it starts at a junction with US 70 in Lebanon and heads east towards Cookeville and traveling through Cookeville and ending at US 70 and 127 in Crossville. So with that, we're talking about eastbound US 70N. So we begin here at the junction with 70N and US 70 and Tennessee 141, and 70N is going to be heading east towards Cookeville and Carthage here. And here we are in the Carthage area, meeting with Tennessee Highway 25 and 53, as we're now getting signed for Cookeville, and 25 is getting signed for Carthage, as it will take me to downtown Carthage. But at some small random junction in the middle of nowhere, TDOT is signing US 70N for Granville. I don't even know where Granville is, and whatever happened to our Cookeville? TDOT is not cooking up some good signage right here. Oh, so Granville was actually for Tennessee Highway 53. I see that TDOT has a little bit of GDOT in themselves here. But let us see what we're signed for at this junction for Tennessee Highway 53. We're getting signed for Knoxville? Knoxville, this is totally awesome. I wish there was mileage signs on this route because I could not find any. But this Knoxville is pretty awesome. When we meet Tennessee Highway 56, we're coming back to reality as we're getting signed for Cookeville once again. And here in Cookeville, we're in with Tennessee Highway 111, as it's the control city is of Allgood and Sparta, which I think are all right choices. And let us see what we're signed for on Tennessee 111. Oh, we're getting signed for Monterey. No, not the cheese, just the town. On the outskirts of Cookeville, we are meeting with Interstate 40, and like always, TDOT does a wonderful job on Interstate 40. And we're actually paralleling Interstate 40 here as we head towards Monterey and Crossville. And here on the outskirts of Monterey, we are meeting with Interstate 40, and once again it's getting signed east for Knoxville. And here in Monterey, we're now getting signed for Crossville and Knoxville, which I think are awesome choices. On the outskirts of Crossville, we're meeting with Tennessee Highway 462 here. We also get a reassurance shield of US 70N. And here we meet with US 70 once again, but US 70N does not end here. It actually takes a left turn and heads towards US 127. And this here is the official ending to US 70N here. And sadly, TDOT does not give us any 70N shield. Anyways, we're going to be turning around and doing westbound US 70N. So we begin here on US 127 itself, where we do get a shield for US 70N, turning right here. And immediately after, we're meeting with US 70 once again, as it's getting signed west for Sparta, and we're now getting signed west for Monterey once again. Here we are meeting with Tennessee Highway 462, and we're going to be heading west towards Monterey. Here we are meeting Interstate 40 on the outskirts of Monterey once again, and it always gets good control cities. I have nothing else to say for 40. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool welcome sign. Thanks, the city of Monterey. Here at the same junction here, we're now getting signed for Cooville. What is Cooville? I've never heard of that place. Oh, we're also getting signed for Nashville, which is definitely the correct choice as well. Here I'm meeting with Interstate 40 once again. Like, this road is just meeting Interstate 40 for like 4 billion times. See, here we are meeting it once again. And we're now going to be paralleling it as we head towards Cookeville. Here we are meeting with Tennessee Highway 111 in Cooville, and it's the control cities of Allgood and Sparta. And since there wasn't really any mileage signs or any other interesting junctions, we are going through downtown Cookeville, or should I say Cooville. Here I'm meeting with Tennessee Highway 56 once again, and we're now getting signed for Carthage. I wonder why Carthage. I mean, you could do Lebanon because it is bigger than Carthage, but Carthage is where we meet Tennessee 25. Here I'm meeting with Tennessee Highway 53 once again, and like going eastbound, it just fits the same 3 control cities. And then here we are meeting with Tennessee Highway 25, and we're now getting signed for Lebanon, which definitely is the correct choice. And then here at this random junction in Carthage, we're actually getting signed for Nashville once again. So that is pretty awesome. And this is where we end at US 70 here in Lebanon. And it doesn't, and T-Dot once again does not give us a end 70 in shield. Anyways, we end US 70 in and move on to the way it should be. These are where I think it should be on 70 in going both directions. For 70 and eastbound, I'd do Carthage, then Cookeville, then Monterey, then Crossville, then Knoxville because of US 70. And then for westbound, I'll do Monterey, Cookeville, Carthage, Lebanon, and then Nashville again because of US 70. And that ends US 70 in. Next up on the list is US Highway 70S. As we can see here, this is the map of US 70S, as it's a bit longer than 70N, as it starts at a junction with US 70 just outside of Nashville, heading through the city along with the city of Murfreesboro, and ending at a junction with US Highway 70 in Sparta, Tennessee. So with that, let me talk about eastbound US 70S. We start off US 70 here at the junction with US Highway 70, just a few miles outside of Nashville. And for some random reason, T-Dot is not giving us any control cities for neither 70 East or 70S here. As both highways will take you to Nashville, but T-Dot does not want to tell you which one is the faster way to Nashville from here. But on westbound 70, we do get a control city for 70S and is being signed for Nashville. So you can sign Nashville on westbound 70, but not eastbound? Come on, T-Dot, why do you have to be so difficult sometimes? Anyways, our first junction on 70S is Interstate 40, no surprise there. And let us see what we're signed for on Interstate 40. Bellevue and Newsom Station. I have never heard of these places in Tennessee, so I decided to do some research, and guess what I found out? Both of these places are neighborhoods, so why in the world is T-Dot signing 2 neighborhoods on a spur US highway route? You know what I think these 2 places should be actually? Should be Dixon and Belmead. They're actual places here in Tennessee, not neighborhoods. Do not sign neighborhoods, T-Dot. You're better than this. You're already doing a bad job starting off on US 70S. Anyways, here in Belmead, we're actually meeting with Tennessee Highway 100 here. And Tennessee 100 will actually take you over to the northern terminus of the Natchez Trace Parkway. Here I'm meeting with Tennessee Highway 155 on the outskirts of Nashville here. And here you are meeting with Tennessee's Interstate 440 as it's being signed for Memphis and Knoxville here, which are definitely great choices. And here we are meeting with US Highway 431 on Broadway here, and we're going to be concurrent with US 431 as we head towards US 70, Interstate 40, and 65. Here we are meeting with Interstate 40, 65, and US Highway 70 here on Nashville's Broadway. And this is where US 70 actually joins US 31 and 41 here, while 431 is going to be joining with 41 North and 31 North. And here's my wonderful drawing skills once again. This actually debuted in my US 41 Southern video. Man, that was a long time ago. I recommend checking out that video. And we're going to become concurrent with 41 South here. And here we are meeting with Interstate 40 and 24 this time, along with 440 once again. And here are meeting Tennessee Highway 155 once again, and this time it is in an actual freeway. Hey, T-Dot, I thought we were on US 70S, not US 70 proper. What happened to the S here? Here are meeting Interstate 840 on the outskirts of Nashville, as it's being signed for Knoxville and Chattanooga, which definitely are correct choices. And here in Murfreesboro, we're actually meeting with US Highway 231 here, and we're going to become concurrent with it as we head through the heart of Murfreesboro. Here's where US 231 splits off from us, as we're now. Here is where we split off from US Highway 41, as US 41 will actually take you towards Chattanooga, while 70S is going to be heading towards both Woodbury, Sparta, and Knoxville. And once we split off from US 41, we just get a one-liner here with an up arrow with Woodbury as our primary from 16 miles away. I mean, that's alright. And here in Woodbury, we're meeting with our good old friend Tennessee Highway 53. And unlike 70N, we actually meet it in an actual town. Here we get a mileage sign here, a proper one with McMinnville on the top line at 21 miles away, and Knoxville as our primary from 152. Here we are in McMinnville, and we're meeting with Tennessee Highway 55, and we're now getting signed for Sparta, which definitely is a good choice. And here we are meeting with Tennessee 56, like 70N, and we're now getting signed for Knoxville this time. So 70N was being signed for the next town over, but here we're actually getting signed for Knoxville? This is pretty awesome, T-Dot. Well done. And the next mileage sign we get, Knoxville as our primary from 131 miles away. This is, again, awesome. Here are merging with Tennessee Highway 111 here, as we're going to be concurrent with it for the rest of our journey. And here are meeting with the US 70 proper, and we get the strangest end sign for 70S. Does 70S end here on Tennessee 111 itself, or does it end at the ramp with US Highway 70? Because this is totally confusing me, T-Dot. Why in the world do you have this? And this probably also confused motorists as well, so you might need to fix that. Anyways, we're going to be turning around and doing westbound US 70S. So we begin here on 70 proper, where we have a shield for 70S, as it's going to be concurrent with Tennessee Highway 111 here. And here is where Tennessee 111 exits itself, as we're now getting signed west for McMinnville, which I think is an alright choice. On the outskirts of McMinnville, we're actually meeting with Tennessee Highway 30 here. And then here in McMinnville proper, we're meeting with Tennessee Highway 56 once again. And all we just get is a 2 Tennessee Highway 55. Here we are meeting with Tennessee 55, we're now getting signed west for Woodbury. But on the ramp to exit itself, US 70S is also getting signed for Centertown. You wanna know what the population of Centertown is? It's only like 230 people. So why in the world is it also being mentioned here? We did not even know about Centertown. Woodbury is fine, T-Dot. No need for Centertown. Next mileage time we get Murfreesboro on the top line at 21 miles away, and Nashville is our primary from 51. This here is actually in Woodbury, so that makes sense. And then still in downtown Woodbury, we're actually meeting with Tennessee 53. And we can also see that there's another mileage sign right here. Let's see what it says. Oh wait, it's just a redundant one, as it's just the same two controls with only 1 mile closer. Alright. Anyways, here in Murfreesboro, we're meeting with US Highway 41 once again. And we're now going to be concurrent with it as we head towards downtown Nashville. Here in Murfreesboro, we're meeting with US 231 once again, and boy, these signs have seen way better days. DDOT needs to come out here and fix these signs, because they are totally faded. Here's where US 231 splits off from US 41 and 70S here. And we're now meeting with Interstate 840 once again, as it's being signed for Knoxville and Chattanooga, which are definitely the correct choices. And here are meeting with Tennessee Highway 155 once again. And once again, here are meeting with Interstate 40 and 24, as they're being signed for Nashville, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. And then here in the heart of Nashville, we are meeting with 70 and 4. We're going to be concurrent with 70 and 431 here on Broadway. And here's where we split off from 70, as we're not still concurrent with US Highway 431 here. And this is where US 431 splits off from us, so we're going to be heading onto 16th Avenue here. And we're going to be taking this street here as we head towards Tennessee 100. Here we are meeting with Interstate 440 once again, as it's being signed for Knoxville this time. Wonder where its other control city is. And here you are meeting with Tennessee Highway 100, as we're going to be spinning off from it, as we are going to be heading towards Interstate 40 and US Highway 70. And here you are meeting with Interstate 40 once again in the neighborhood of Bellevue. I do not like seeing that control city. And about half a mile or so up the road, we're ending at US Highway 70 on the outskirts of Nashville. And sadly, like 70N, we do not get a westbound end sign for 70 and S. So with that, we'll be ending 70S and moving on to the way it should be. So these are all the places I think it should be on 70S. I think it should be with Belmead, not Bellevue, then Nashville, Murfreesboro, Woodbury, McMinnville, Sparta, and Crossville. And you can throw in Knoxville there too, as it is being in theory signed for Knoxville. And then for westbound, I'll do McMinnville, then Woodbury, then Murfreesboro, then Nashville, then Belmead, and then finally Dixon, because that is the next major town that US 70 proper will be passing through. So that ends US Highway 70S. Thank y'all so much for watching this short video on the spur routes of US Highway 70. I still don't know why these spur routes exist, as it's just weird to have a 70, a 70N, and a 70S. One can definitely be a actual spur, while another one can just be a state highway or something. Anyways, here are my next few highways. If you have any requests for the upcoming highways, please let me know down in the comments section below, and I'll make sure to shout you out when these videos release. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next week as we do US 70 westbound. Bye!